Hi everybody!
Hi, I'm Suzanne Debuse and this is my daughter Allegra Debuse Brandolini, and we are here to talk about why the Firehouse Center for the Arts means so much to us. I have had the pleasure of being on the stage, whether I've been acting or been part of a story slam, whether I've been directing a show, or simply in the audience watching wonderful theater. It has meant everything to me.
Yeah, I found my love of the stage at the Firehouse Center for the Arts. Whether I was dancing, singing, or acting, Firehouse has been a huge part of my life, and I want to say thank you. It's meant a lot.
So thank you, and to everybody who's watching, please support as well as you can. Thanks so much.
Stay safe.
To me, the Firehouse was sort of like this big playground where it was a space where you could play pretend, except you got all the lights and the sound and the costumes and just the feeling of the room. It was when I was most active in the Firehouse as a kid. You know, that was the biggest room in the world, and it was the biggest audience in the world, and you felt like what you were doing was important. And I think that's a great gift to give to any actor, any child.
Hi, Firehouse. I just wanted to take a minute to thank you for everything that you do for our community. I am particularly grateful for your commitment to educating the young men and young women in our community. Last year, I saw a Netflix documentary on a young woman with disordered eating, and the film was about her recovery and the role that art and her practice of yoga played in that recovery. I thought it was really important to bring her message of hope and healing and recovery to Newburyport and the surrounding communities. And you agreed. And so together we plan to have a screening of that film on your stage. And while it did not happen because of the pandemic, the real point is that you were there supporting, bringing that kind of event to this community to educate our youth, to support recovery and healing. So I want to really thank you for being there to do that. It wouldn't have happened. We couldn't have planned something like that without you.
Hi, I'm Jim Manclark, and some people seem to think that I'm an actor. And sometimes I suppose I am. I moved to the Newburyport area in February of 2002 with my family. We didn't yet have a place to live, or I didn't have a job for that matter. But within 3 days of getting here, I had a part in a show at the Firehouse Center for the Arts, playing Teddy Brewster in Arsenic and Old Lace. And in the 18 years since then, I've done dozens and dozens of shows on that stage of varying sizes and shapes, including this one, Laughter on the 23rd Floor by Neil Simon. That's me on the poster. I don't know why they felt they wanted to do that, but there he is. And I feel like the Firehouse Center is home for me.
What the Firehouse means to me is community involvement. It brings together the creative juices of so many members of this area. Just a delightful amalgamation of talent and energy. To highlight just one show that is illustrative of this notion was the 2002 production of Our Town, produced by Maureen Daly and directed by Suzanne Bryant. It brought together over 50 of Newburyport's best actors and non-actors in a true community endeavor. I just love that show. The theater itself is a star of the city, a wonderful welcoming space.
It all began with the Firehouse. When I first moved to Newburyport about 17 or 18 years ago, and I auditioned for something called New Works, and this amazing, beautiful woman by the name of Kim Wilkinson cast me in the full length, and it was a wonderful experience. It's been about 2 decades now that I've been performing.
Hi, I'm Sawyer Besson. I do acting at the Firehouse. I am so mad at COVID for one, not letting me act and be with my friends, but two, for not letting me see the real audience, see everyone. I love the Firehouse and all the people there. So if you can contribute and help the Firehouse, that'd be awesome. They help me, they help my mom, they help everybody. They would definitely help you.
What I've gotten from the Firehouse is lasting memories, lifelong friends, and I discovered my tribe. So I'll forever be thankful for the Firehouse.
My first show at the Firehouse was A Midsummer Night's Dream when I was 10 years old with Anna Smolowitz, and since then I had been doing plays up through when I was in high school at Newburyport High School, and some of my happiest memories were made there. One of my favorite shows I did was when I was in Into the Woods and I played the baker's wife, and I just felt so loved at the Firehouse and safe there, and it was just a really happy place for me, and I'll always cherish the memories I made there. I think they really shaped me as an actress, a singer, and just a person. I made lifelong friends, and I'll never forget my experience there.
One of the first times I worked with the Firehouse, I was a munchkin in the Wizard of Oz, and I had a big old pot on my head and a big tutu skirt, and I was super little. I think I was like 7 years old, and I just love that the community can come together, all ages can come together, and I think if I didn't have the Firehouse, I wouldn't have these opportunities to act in my community.
As an actor, you go off and you take roles wherever you can find them, wherever somebody will let you perform. But I always come back to the Firehouse Center because it is an amazing place to perform. And I will say this, I will go out on a limb and say this. The best shows at the Firehouse are as good as any shows you will find anywhere. And yeah, I know what that means, anywhere. So I hope people will continue to be able to come out and see the productions that are done through the Firehouse Center for the Arts. Because everybody who works there, and we actors who travel around, love performing there and love performing for you.
I'm Penny Lazarus.
I'm Josh Fagan.
In our 20 years here in Newburyport, together along with our sons Adley and Max, we have
Written and produced at the Firehouse.
Acted at the Firehouse.
Directed at the Firehouse.
Sung and played the piano at the Firehouse.
Judged competitions at the Firehouse.
Read poetry at the Firehouse.
Stage managed and worked stage crew at the Firehouse.
Made friends at the Firehouse.
Partied at the Firehouse.
Applauded at the Firehouse.
The Firehouse is located at the center of Newburyport.
The Firehouse is the center of life in Newburyport.
I've had the best time at Second Act Readers Theater, thanks to Charlie Van Emmen and the wonderful friends I've made.
Since the Firehouse produced my first 2 plays at the New Works Festival many years ago, I've had well over 100 produced and published, but nothing can match those peak experiences. As the Firehouse provides a precious combination of opportunity, encouragement, and community camaraderie. It's a jewel in the crown of Newburyport.
Hi, my name is Deshaun Standard, and I'm an acting out student who has performed multiple times on the Firehouse stage. To me, the Firehouse stage means freedom, to express who you are to the audience.
So we were so lucky to have our children grow up doing theater at the Firehouse from the time they were very, very young. And for the last 15 years, we have been fortunate to have our students through acting out productions perform on the Firehouse stage. And it is just such an important place for children in this community to find their voice and perform.
I remember moving to town and being an audience member at first, but then getting involved right away with local theater companies. So for almost 30 years, being involved with the Firehouse, it's such a jewel of the community.
Well, thank you.
So thanks, Firehouse. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, best of love, Sawyer.
So thank you, Firehouse Center for the Arts, and long may you enrich our community.
Thank you, Firehouse.
Thank you, Firehouse.
We couldn't imagine it any other way.
Thank you, Firehouse, for Second Act Readers Theater.
And so I just want to take this moment to thank the Firehouse Center for the Arts for giving me a home for the past 18 years. And I hope I'll always be invited back in the future.